There's my friends. It's Feral Monday, and I got a lot of questions about a certain palette. I mean, if this isn't Feral Monday, I don't know what is. I mean, I don't even know. Are we ready? Are we excited? I want to use a black base, a clear base, and a white base all on the same eye. Now, I'm going to be a little noisy and squeaky today because of this faux situation. I went and grabbed this out of my mom's closet. I'm just a little chilly up here. I got my window open, but it's so fresh outside. So I might be a little squeakier than usual today before I got cut off. So this one's a purple green flip. See how it looks very green, and then on my hand it looks more purple. You can even see it right here. Look at that reflection. Oh gosh, it's almost an entire rainbowy deliciousness in there. Wow. Let's just look at this swatch all day long. So pigmented. Okay. I think we might use that in there somewhere. We'll see where we go. Let's do this. This type of concealer can be a little bit too dry for my under eye, and most under eyes, even oily skin types. It's just very delicate under here, and hydration under there is always a good idea. But I do love it. Say if you have a blemish, we need to spot conceal, a pot concealer like this is going to be fantastic because it will dry down and it kind of just, it seals and it sets. So that's kind of what we're doing here. The same idea. You see these little, in this that I have here. Let's put it over that. Just a little bit of evening that out can help conceal it a little bit. And again, this isn't going to go in our crease because if it goes into our crease, it's not going to wear as well as an eye base. So we want to keep it out of the places that have any friction. And when I say friction, blinking, it's going to be friction, moving, looking around, all in here. Now, what I think I want to do is I want to even out this top part, but I want it to look exactly like my skin, not any lighter, not any darker. So I'm going to use concealer, but listen, where I'm placing this is going to be on this very top part. There's not going to be any friction there, and I'm also not going to be applying any of these shadows there. So all I'm doing is correcting the skin just like I would underneath here. I am going to use a pot concealer because it's a little bit more dense, so we're going to get a little bit more coverage. I'm going to use it still on my E29 and just press. And I'm not doing this for eyeshadow. I'm doing this just to cover up. I wanted to cover up my freckles, and as you can see, it's my exact same skin tone. So the reason I'm not using clean canvas is because I don't want it to be lighter. I just want it to be my skin, but just a little bit more perfected. And I do like these, by the way. Okay, we're doing black eye base, our city color one. We love it. I have it here on the back of my hand. We put a little bit more. We'll do an E26, and we'll just relax our eye, place it in here. It doesn't have to be perfect at all. Good enough. And then we'll place some over here. And then we'll do this. Fun. I know. Just stick with me. It's going to be completely covered, and this level of pigment is going to smooth, and you're not even going to see the black. This is a really fun way to kind of even practice liner, if you will. Now let's use clear base, and let's put that here. This is fun. Time of my life. I'm going to put a little bit more through here. Isn't that fun? That's fun. This is so much fun. This is going to completely transform, by the way. You're not going to see the white. You're not going to see the black. We're going to start with this shade. We're grabbing that on an E27. I'm just going to press it here, and then I could just pull it across. And just soften. Gorgeous. Now let's grab another city color base. This one's the white one. And let's apply it in here. This is going to be really fun. Yes. Now let's do this shade. We're going to grab it on the side of the E27. And I think we'll press that in here. So we could do multiple shades there. I'm gonna just keep packing that on. Remember, this one's the more transparent one, but it's still gonna shift that white. Beautiful. Oh, that's so pretty. Such a difference. I just have so much fun with these kind of looks. Now I grabbed this shade and I switched to a bigger brush. Ooh, we gotta smooth that out. We'll just grab a C31 and smooth that out. Just like our concealer, we just don't want to set creases. But once we take this and press it and pull it across a couple times, we're not gonna have any creasing. And then I also kind of didn't take it all the way up there. We still have more blending to do. And remember, I'm filming a TikTok. That's so cool. And the pan here, this one right now looks completely green, but look at it there. So we'll do that shade another time, but these palettes can be kind of trippy when you're doing a look because you're like, no, that was green just a second ago. Why is it red? That's why. So let's take some more of that same shade and we'll take it over this way. Now we're gonna grab this shade and you can see that when I start to tap it, the purple comes through, very much mallard duck. Y'all know how much I love birds. So we're gonna take that shade and then we're gonna cover up this black base and it just kind of smooths it out. Look how pretty. Nice. So now, ooh, and look how smooth that looks. Obviously very alien Martian vibes, but we love that, and it's Feral Monday. So I grabbed a little bit of it and I just took it and I started here and I just pulled it across a couple times just to kind of blur and add a green hue highlight. I'm gonna grab some more. 2 more little itty bitty taps. These are very pigmented. Pretty. Now let's go ahead and take the same shade, wrong one. Grab that one on our E27. And I'm just gonna carry that around here. See how it's not picking up the exact same as the black base, but that's what we want. We still want a little bit more definition towards the front of the eye. And then I'm gonna feather it a little bit more. Ooh. Now we gotta clean this up with micellar water, which I'm grabbing right now. Here we go. Ben's on one of his important meetings. This is so cool. Now I'm taking a little bit more of that black base. And then we're just covering that again with this one. Gene! Such a snoring boy. So I think I'm gonna grab this shade again and I wanna cover up this white through here. We'll do that with our E27. Yeah, see how different? The black is the same one. I'm gonna load it up a little bit more so y'all can see. Can't wait for y'all to see this in different light too. Okay, so we got that, but then I want to put black there as well and kind of do a little bit deeper situation. You'll see. Doing a little bit bigger lash today. These are Celestial. I ordered some more of my main ones. I've actually missed Full Moon. I haven't worn those in a while, but I just ordered a bunch more. But these are the style Celestial. I'm actually not gonna do foundation. I'm just gonna do my concealer. I'm scraping the tube. I'm trying to see if this is the one I can pop off. I'm not sure you can pop this one off to get more out of it, so we'll see. I will say I have been using it every day since, did it come out in April? The same one, so it lasts a long time. And I wear it as foundation, so that's saying a lot. No, Douglas is snoring. Isn't this the perfect foundation shade for me? The shade's R5. Let's work this in. This brush is coming so soon now. So soon. If you're interested in this at all, make sure that you're signed up for emails because something is coming. Something that's probably one of our biggest launches ever. So if you're interested in it, just if you go maybe, just make sure you sign up for emails because this is a big launch coming your way. Then I'm going to finish blending the rest of my face with a C42. My red little ears going through it. Press that in. I think we'll do cream bronzer today. Yeah, I like building it better. Some products just, they do a lot better when you build them. I feel another product, which isn't my favorite product still, no matter what I do, but if you already have it, let me grab it so I can just kind of tell you. Now you might be looking at this brush. That's why I told you to sign up for those emails. Gotta get that alert. I like how beautiful and bronzy this is. Definitely buildable. I think I have another one somewhere else. I think it might be a little bit darker, but I like how this one's just not intense. Super easy to blend. Again, full coverage. And also if you're just kind of starting out, going like this is a really good idea, but this isn't full coverage. So let's just see what it looks like doing it this way. I just want to keep repeating myself, I know, but I just want to make sure that when you sit down to do your makeup, you'd never feel frustrated. I want you to just have fun the entire time. So that's why I might be a little bit repetitive. So again, this was just concealer on my face, so we're able to blend it like that. But I honestly think I like it better this way. I feel like I like this side better. So there we go. This one is better if you build it instead of dotting it on. And I would just put a little bit on the back of my hand and pick it up and keep building it. This is a very watery product. It's not a bad thing. It actually makes it a little bit more blendable. Think more like a gel. But that being said, that much water, even on this little bit of foundation or concealer that I have on, can even separate it or kind of just blend away. So if you've ever put this on and you're like, wow, that really just went away, try putting it on the back of your hand and taking a short little dome brush like this and build it up instead of just dotting it on and then blending. It might work out better. And that's if you already have it. I feel like a lot of us were influenced to purchase this myself. And I don't love it like I wanted to love it. But if you have it, I don't want you to waste it. So just try building the way that I built up with this stick. I'm going to throw this Stila liner on my waterline. I feel like it ties in really nicely. Really pretty green. This is what I was saying you can do. And I like to go a little heavy-handed, and the reason why is because we don't have that powder on, and this powder bronzer is just going to be so silky and smooth that we can just melt all of this together, but we still get more pigment, and we still get that set. Ooh, look at how smooth that looks. And this is before we have any powder. So remember, once we add powder, it's even going to take this bronzer down a little bit more. I should say tone it down. Woo! That looks so good. So I think I want to set the stick with this bronzer. I don't know if we tried this one yet. Ooh, look at that color. I'm showing it that way because when the light directly hits it, it's a little, you can't see the color quite as well, but that's exactly what color it is right there. So I'm just going to go ahead and just do some pressing motions and just go ahead and set. It's going to look really blurred, and it's even going to give us a little bit more coverage. That's a good way to get coverage, is with your bronzer, setting your cream bronzer with a powder bronzer without going heavy with your foundation. Kind of bronze up the nose. And then I just want to make sure that y'all are pressing. You can't be swiping. Oh, my tummy's growling. And since I don't have on any powder other than this bronzer, we can do this. Let's use a Rare Beauty liquid blush. See what I'm doing? Makes a difference. Any kind of liquid, anything that has even, oh, say we were gonna use this. Remember I had that? Shake that up too. Just shake anything liquid. Just shake it up. It really makes a difference on how it applies. Do you see how long I'm shaking it for? Try it. And then I'm just going to tap a little bit of the blush here and then across here. Sun naturally hits there. So what I think I'm gonna do, this is crazy pigmented, but I think I might be okay. But instead of applying it with, see how much product is on there? Yes, we could wipe it off, but We could also just do it with the back, and we're gonna get way less product. Bah. Bah. Okay, now we need a C, not that one. We need a C41, there it is. And then we'll just blend this in. And remember, no powder on the face right now. Oh, I like that color. I think this is my favorite one out of all of them for my skin tone. I'm just gonna grab my same C40, and I actually wanna do highlighter, but I wanna do this before powder as well, in case I get too wild. Oh, this is pretty. And then, if you know, this one isn't adding a lot of texture, especially not once we add our powder, but if your highlighter tends to add a little bit of texture to your skin, adding it right now would be really, really good because we can kind of press it in before we get that powder setting everything. Okay, and then I'll do one more blend over and then powder. So I'm setting my under eye with this. This is the Givenchy powder, but it's shade 4. I didn't really want a pink under eye today. No particular reason, just didn't want a pink under eye. Just trying out different things. So let's work that in with our puff. Down the nose. And I have quite a bit of it on my puff right now. And then I'll take this side and just kind of really press it in so we don't have those harsh lines. Now let's take that black base on an E26 underneath here. So much fun. Let's do a really affordable lip. I'm using this lipstick here from Maybelline. So pretty. Might be a little bit too new, but we're gonna use a darker lip liner, and this is also more affordable. This is from NYX. This is the Line It Loud. Pretty sure this is Magic Maker, but yep, just wanted to double check I grabbed the right one. And then I'll do some shading with this one. It's one of my most reached for lip liners, actually, even more than my spicy priced ones. I love this particular Line It Loud formula. Then let's take this shade. We haven't used it yet. And it's still a little bit of a greeny situation. Perfect. I want to put a gloss on top of the lip, but I still wanted to use something affordable. So let's grab this one from NYX. This is actually their Filler Instinct. I'm not one for intense lip plumpers, but this one I can get behind. It just feels a little tingly. It's nothing major. If you'll ever notice, I don't do the Too Faced ones. Those are intense. I just don't care that much about plump lips. I just don't like that feeling. It starts to sting, and then I'm like, well, I want this off. That's pretty. Okay, we're done. Of course, we'll be using this again. I was trying to see if there's like, because I want to do something a little bit more neutral tomorrow. So maybe we'll just use maybe this shade. Yeah, that doesn't have too much of a base, and it's not too wild and spicy, because I want to do something just a little less this tomorrow. I love y'all so much. Because we are getting ready to launch something, I might not be able to do as many stories this week and next week. I'm gonna try my absolute best, just wanna warn y'all. But after that, smooth sailing. It's just when we have a lot of things to get ready, meetings, just a lot of stuff like that. So of course I'll keep y'all updated, and I'm gonna try my best to do the tutorials, but I'm just gonna warn y'all now that anytime there's a launch coming, it gets a little busy, but that's good. Busy is good. I also just want to take this time to remind you that I am here to give you makeup ideas. Yes, I use things that are new. A lot of you want to see them, and it helps you decide if you want them or if you don't want them. But one thing even when it comes to the brushes, use what you have. I don't want you to feel pressure that you need to buy any of this, but maybe from seeing this, you'll be like, hey, next time I'll just put on some black eyeliner that I already own, and then I'll put one of my eyeshadows on top of that black eyeliner that I already own, and I have a fun idea. So I just always want to take time to remind you that. Even when I'm talking about the brushes, Maybe you have a similar shape, but maybe you learned that we press with it instead of swipe, and so on and so on. Yes, makeup is fun, and there are new exciting things all of the time. And the makeup science and the fibers of brushes, there's innovation. But if you already love what you have, don't worry about it. Just use what you have. And here on my page, we can just talk about makeup. We can play in makeup. We can learn how to use things, maybe get ideas for things that we already have. But I don't want y'all to come here and just think that we need to buy all of these now $70, $80, $90, $100 palettes. They are beautiful, but I just don't want y'all to feel pressure. That's what I'm saying. Even with the brushes. I'm going to talk about the brushes because I love them, but just don't feel that. We're just here to have fun with makeup. All right, y'all, in case nobody has told you today, I love you so much. I'm actually not going to post tonight. I'm going to take this off and film some more helpful videos. I love you with all of my heart, and I guess I'll just see you in my DMs.